What's going on, paisanos? V here, coming at you with another video today. Every Yu-Gi-Oh player most likely is getting ready for a World Championship Celebration 2019 at their local store. Now, if you go on the website of Konami, they have all the information about Forbidden List, the FAQ, and here are the cards you can have a chance of have an opportunity to win. The reason why this is so more important than just a regular locals or a pre-release or even a regionals, which is kind of odd and sad at the same time, is the price support of this local event is absolutely astronomical. What with the envelope being anywhere from $300 to $500, the playmat having a great trade value, and everybody getting a field center, which we oddly enough rarely do in Master 04, have an opportunity to get a field center. Oh yeah, you get a pad as well. Konami's gonna be updating their store list soon, and once they update the store list, you'll know the actual Forbidden Limited list the store's gonna be using. I recommend you get in contact with these stores and find out what day they're gonna be on. It's gonna be either Saturday or Sunday to see what day the event's gonna happen. You can most likely check their Facebook and go on. For me personally, as a store owner, I'll tell you right now, right off the gate, I'm using a regular TCG ban list, and I came to that conclusion, and I guarantee you many stores have come to that conclusion because it's easier. Using the World's Forbidden List, I would have to manually go over every single one of my players' decks, looking over and letting them know whether or not the card's legal or not. Now, some stores might not do that, and then round one starts, then you start playing, and then you start activating a card like Dragonic Diagram, which is currently banned the Forbidden Limited List, and you're kind of, you kind of just lose the tournament. You lose out right then and there, which I think is kind of unfair. So I would go, so instead of me doing all that stuff, going over everyone's deck list, I'm going to use the regular TCG ban. So I would love to know what locals is doing over by you. Oh yeah, that's me right there. Moving forward, guys, the market. Look at the cards like Ablusa Bowl of the Gods. This actually looks like it's currently stabilizing roughly around $350. Now, I do believe the price point is going to continue to drop. And the reason why it's going to drop is because more Yu-Gi-Oh players are going to be playing the lottery. The Rising Rampage lottery. The interesting thing about Rising Rampage, it's a subpar set with an amazing new thing, which is Prismatic Secret Rares, which increases the set to an overwhelmingly high and successful selling set. And I think what Prismatic Secret Rares is that Konami's going to see this and go, okay, Rising Rampage, Prismatic Secret Rares, spiked in value, not much meta relevance. Megatins, Prismatic Secret Rare, okay, they like that as well. So I think Konami's going to make more Prismatic Secret Rares. And I do think the values are going to be dropping on a lot of these Prismatic Secret Rares, even in Rising Rampage because of that, because of the heavily dropped value. Though I do believe there is a chance for collectors to go in on this. It's something like Stardust Dragon. When Synchros first came out, and Stardust Dragon first came out, it was heavily overpriced for the Ghost Rare. Eventually, after time, the Ghost Rare dropped down in value as Yu-Gi-Oh players moved for newer Ghost Rares or other cards, and then Konami just stopped making Ghost Rares. What happened to Stardust Dragon Ghost Rare? It spiked in value because you can't get it anymore. Well, with prismatic cards like Ablusa Bowl of the Gods, I think it's going to follow that trend. I do think collectors can grab this, but not now. Why waste your money if you're a collector? For competitive Yu-Gi-Oh players, out of all these Prismatic Secret Rares, realistically, it's Appaloosa. And if you're looking to play Marine sets starting in October, you're going to want to get Seahorse, which is rising in value as well. But once again, why would you get these cards now when they're going to be going down in value? Moving forward in the market, looking at Appaloosa Bowl of the Gods, the regular version from Rising Rampage, it's stabilizing roughly around $53. And I think this is the price point it'll stabilize before it spikes high in value. Once Yu-Gi-Oh players realize that this card's a must-have card, kind of like Borosaur Dragon, everyone goes in on it, and the card value spikes high in value. So I think Appaloosa Bowl of the Gods Secret Rare is going to, this is the lowest we're going to get it, and then it's going to move very high in value. Though I will say that it's the only reason it went down so low for so long is because everybody's playing the Prismatic Secret Rare lottery. Now Yu-Gi-Oh players are just getting ready for the meta and playing the meta decks. And if they're looking to play a meta decks, they're going to want to grab this card, and they're going to want to get it as soon as possible because the value is going to move high. So seriously, if you don't have one now, you might want to consider it. I bit the bullet. I got mine for roughly around $50 online, and to be honest with you, that's pretty cheap compared to where it's going to be going. So keep an eye on this card because this is about to hit high in value. Then you got other cards like Marine Test Coral, and Anemone. I've been told it's good for like water support, but it's like there's nothing water-wise up until once again the end of October. Other cards that get out is the next value card in the set, and it's $12. Once again, this is a subpar set. This set is not huge. This set does not have any kind of game-breaking mechanics that we know of at the moment. So all these cards, all these values aren't really that high. Even Dragoon Knight Romulus, a card of which we know is going to be in Dragon Spit, is only $6. Next, today's your weekly Get Your Phantasma before they hit dumb numbers. A reminder. Phantasma, get them. They're going to hit dumb numbers. Look at a Fantastical Dragon Phantasma. Its market price is roughly around $80. Unlimited is roughly around $80. And then we get the first edition, it's hitting $88. This is an illusion for Unlimiteds. Once it's first edition, it's going to be money. And it's going to go back up to $115 because we know we're not getting a Savage Strike reprint. Also, Pot of Extravagance. Same exact thing. $74 market price. Unlimited $71. First is $73. Don't let this fool you. This card's going to hit high numbers as well. These two cards are not getting any reprints, and they're going to be heavily wanted cards. Up next, Clearwing Fast Dragon. Now, here's a weird one. $8.86 market price, but it's bought out. It's the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX manga promo, Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc V manga promo version of this card. I don't know why this card's so much money in value. I really don't know why this buyout happened. But, you know, if you have Clearwing Fast Dragon, you have value. Next, number 46, Dragulon. Now, before I talk about the card, how it has a $4.63 market price, and slowly rising out of that, this card's probably going to get bought out. Whether it's today with this market watch, someone watching it, or inevitable. And here's why. Because in Dragon Spit, this card's insane. 2 level 8 dragon monsters once per turn. If you control no other monsters, you can detach one XYZ material from this card, then activate one of these effects. Special one dragon type monster from your hand. Target one dragon type monster your opponent controls. Take control of that. Dragon type monsters your opponent controls cannot activate their effects until the end of your opponent's turn. This card's insane, requiring 2 level 8 dragon type monsters being its only limitation. The card's still a great card. 3,000 attack, 3,000 offense. Ultimate rare versions, once again, being at $4.63. Lightning Plates, $3.40. First editions, about $7. I do think this card has great potential. I'm not sure if it's going to be good or useful immediately, but I do think it has great potential overall. So, Yazi originally went up in value, obviously, because they had that crazy combo out. Everyone was doing that, was playing combo decks, was bringing out Yazi. Yazi Evil Yang was at $14 in the market price. We're actually seeing going lower in value, $12 for Unlimited first edition, roughly around the same thing, about $12. Well, Yazi is kind of, you know, it's a pretty good card. It makes sense. When Yazi first came out as Ultimate Rare, I said, hey guys, you're going to want to look at a Boxia. You're going to want to look into this card because I think this card has great potential. And Boxia at the time, I think, was like $3 to $4. It went up to about $6, stabilized, and that was it. And it's still, and once again, I said it has potential, but I didn't think even then it would have potential now, and it kind of does. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are really excited about Boxia because of 10Ys and the 10Y support. 10Ys are fun, but fun decks don't win in competitive events. And I think that Dragon Spit can beat out 10Ys. I do think that. I think hybrid versions maybe have a chance, but nevertheless, I don't know if Boxia is worth it. Now, looking at the market price of Boxia, it's $6. Looking at Boxia, a lightly played, whether it's Unlimited at 19 or first edition at 20, I don't think it's worth this price, but the price is going to drop down this card. This is the card you need to get rid of. You need to sell as fast as possible because the value is going to tank, and then you can't sell it. It'll go back down to $6. So I think this card is not worth it. I think you need to get rid of it as fast as possible. Silent Mind is another interesting card that has a $36 market price. Neiman first edition is about $32 though. Why is it going down? Well, there's one hand that Salamangreats might still see meta play. The card is definitely relevant for Salamangreats. We know Dark Neostorm's not getting a reprint, obviously. So we know that's the case with Silent Mining. And then the other hand, Yu-Gi-Oh! Players that went in on Silent Mining for Marine Cess are going, wait a minute, Marine Cess is not relevant at the moment. Don't need this card. It's $32. I should probably get rid of this for other cards for my current meta deck. Well, that's what's happening with Silent Mining. It's just not needed at the moment. I do think this is a great card. I do think Konami definitely needs to reprint this card. But and if you're looking to play Marine Sets, you obviously want this card to be reprinted. What do you want, the original prints, or you want the Unlimited or the reprinted versions? But I do think Silent Mining is definitely a card that is going to continue to go down in value as we see no meta play from Marine Sets. And depending what Salamangreat does, is going to determine whether this card is even going to stabilize in its future price point. Moving forward, Silent Backdoor. If you're looking to play Marine Cess, this is a great card. Target one Cypress monster you control, banish it. If you do, add one Cypress monster from your deck to your hand, whose attack is lower than that monster's original attack. During your next standby phase, return that monster as banished by this effect, and it can attack directly this turn. You only activate one Silent Backdoor once per turn. Okay, this card is a quick play spell. Came out super rare, and once again, Structure Deck, Cyber Slink. Is that Structure Decks that had like, dimensional barrier in it. That was like the big card. Anyway, Sign It Back, that was a really good card. And moving forward, this card can actually see a lot more meta play. I think it's an unknown gem. I think it has great potential. It's not going to go up in value, but something you might want to consider if you're playing a deck that runs a bunch of Cyberus monsters. Once again, Salamangreat. Once again, Marine Cess. These decks can utilize this card. And yeah, let me know what you guys think about this card. Moving forward, Totally Awesome's high in value. Of course it is. Why would it not be? Totally Awesome is actually going lower in value than its current market price. 2017 Megatins, $20. The First Editions, roughly around 19. Just dropping a little bit. Invasion Vengeance, original print versions, $14 on the market. Well, this is where it gets a little bit weird. $14 on the market price. And then we're going to go over here Unlimited, and it's actually still at $19. First edition still being roughly around $21. Original prints are always going to be higher in value, but nevertheless, I do think Totally Awesome is going to be going down in value. Totally Awesome is not doing nothing till October, to the end of October, and even then, we don't know if it's going to be meta relevant. So I will say about Totally Awesome, if you have it and you're not using yours, sell this card. Get rid of this card. This isn't real value. This is fake value. This value just makes no sense. It's doing nothing in the meta. Totally Awesome gets demolished. Any deck, I'm sorry my paleo friends, any deck just gets demolished by heavy combo decks at the moment. So even though I do like this card a lot, I'm keeping mine because I'm using one of my prank kids. Let me know if you're playing prank kids. I do think that if you have extras, you should be getting rid of this card as soon as possible because the value is going to tank soon. Omni Dragon Brotor won't though. Looking at Omni Dragon Brotor from Dark Neostorm, once again, the set that's not getting a big reprint. We're getting a Megatin with a bunch of reprints. Dark Neostorm's not in that Megatin. We don't know when the next reprint wave is happening. Brotor is going to maintain and not go up in value. Omni Dragon Brotor holding a $16 price point. First edition versions are roughly around $16 in the market as well. This card's a needed card for Dragon Spit, heavy dragon combo decks. It's needed, non-negotiable needed card. Abusing Guard Dragons, helps you bring out cards like Omni Dragon Brotor, and it helps you plus, it helps you promote more combo. So this card is a heavily needed card. I highly recommend if you don't have one, get it now. It's gonna go higher in value. Hidden City is about to go down in value. Just got a reprint announced, so we know this is gonna go down in value. It's gonna happen. But what happened? What's the price point currently right now? Let's check it out. Market price of Hidden City is currently $24. Light You Play First Edition is around $23. It's not tanking in value yet, but then again, to be fair for Hidden City, so is not YuGiOh, in which we know we're getting a YuGiOh reprint, but it's not tanking yet. This is what happens. We're too far from the set for the value to drop. As we get closer to the set, the value slowly drops. Up until probably the week, maybe 2 weeks of the set, the value just absolutely plummets. Reprint comes out, and then the value stabilizes. That's what's going to happen with Hidden City. And that's what's going to happen with YuGiOh Skull Dread, which I believe is $25. Let's see, YuGiOh Skull Dread. I believe it's still $25 for this card. 22 Megatins, yeah, Megatins $25. The original print is about $25 to $27 for the YuGiOh Skull Dread. This card, you kind of need if you're looking to play combo. And even though it's getting a reprint, you still need the card. Blacklisted Soldier of Chaos is a very interesting card because some Yu-Gi-Oh players can opt to play this card and some cannot. It's a great Link 3 that needs 3 monsters with different names. It's the only requirement. And 3 does attack. Now, here's your options. You play BLS Soldier of Chaos or you play Nightmare Unicorn as your Link 3. They're both really good. I think BLS is better, but depending on how you bring the card out is how you want to, what card you want in the extra deck. With that said, I don't think every extra deck will abuse BLS as easily. So they might opt to get Nightmare Unicorn. You see what I'm saying here? And if they opt to get Nightmare Unicorn, well, BLS won't hold a $32 price point in value. Though I will say I think BLS will still maintain a pretty high price point. Well, because Dragon Spit and combo decks can bring this card out. And, yeah, you know, level 7 or higher monsters can help abuse its effect. Nevertheless, I think BLS Soldier of Chaos is a great card. I think it's a card that, once again, if you're looking to play combo, you might want to consider. If you can fit in that small 15-card extra deck. And if you're looking to play anything else, you might want to opt to play Nightmare Unicorn. Which, can we just acknowledge the fact that Nightmares still have not got a reprint at all? I mean, we got Goblin ban. I think Mermaid, fair to say, is on the brink of being banned, and the Ocean Eats ban. Worthless is banned. I think it's on the brink of being banned in the TCG. And we still have like Cerebus, Phoenix, Unicorn, 0 reprint. Konami, wake up! Reprint these cards. Yu-Gi-Oh players want Unicorn, and they definitely want reprinted copies of cards like, once again, Phoenix and Cerebus. Cards which came out, what, Flood? Like Flames of Destruction? A set which has a common version of Call by the Grave at $5. We need this card reprinted as soon as possible. Look at the price point of BLS Soldier of Chaos. It's about $32. Light Plate also is roughly around $32 for the card. Chill Burst Dragon is about to tank in value. Chill Burst Dragon currently has a market price of $19. Look in the market, it's about $18. After that one's gone, it does hit up to almost there, back up to $19. Now, Chill Burst Dragon is a great card. You obviously need it if you want to run the Guard Dragon setup. But why do you need it? Do you need it now, or do you need it when, I don't know, the Structure Deck Rocket Revolt comes out, and this card comes out as a common? We're about we're fair to say we're about, what, 10 days away from us having the ability to get common Chill Burst Dragon, as well as Borlo Dragon, which is pretty cool. I do think the value of this card is going to decline heavily. So if you have Chill Burst Dragon, I would say get rid of it. The Structure Deck comes out, and then you can buy the same exact Chill Burst Dragon you sold, probably half the price. So that's what you can do. Or you can go, you know what? I got locals, got World Celebration, I got the UDS, I got YuGiOhs. I don't have time to get rid of Chill Burst Dragon. In that case, okay, cool, fair enough. You have Chill Burst Dragon, but it's gonna go lower in value nevertheless. Vision Future so at a Bowser Legends Hero Revenge, probably the best card that has the best chance of going up in value that I see for the Secret Rares. We can talk about Ultra Rares in another video. For the Secret Rares is Vision Future. Now, if you've been watching the channel for a while, you know I'm not the biggest Hero fan, but I still love Heroes. I think Heroes is a great deck, has great potential for meta play. They definitely have the longest library of cards, best rarity setups of cards. Heroes are they look good, and they are good, and they can be better in meta relevance for the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, in Bowser Legends Hero Revenge, one of the best cards I think that's highly underrated is Vision Future. Fusion summon one hero fusion monster from your extra deck using fusion monsters from your hand or field as fusion material. You can use up to 2 monsters in your spell and trap card zone that's being treated as continuous trap as fusion materials, but banishing them. You can only activate one Vision Future fusion per turn. I think this card is heavily underrated. I think hero players that are looking to play heroes in the future might want to consider this card. I do think it's a great card. I think it's 13 cents, it's dirt cheap, and it has great potential. Another card that has great potential is Fusion Destiny, super rare from Dark Neostorm. The card value, by the way, is roughly around $2 on the market price for this card, and you can see roughly around here for about $2 for Fusion Destiny. Heroes just have great opportunity. They're on the brink of becoming T1 meta relevance. The reason they're not there yet is because combo just blows out almost anything in the meta right now. And it's unfortunate. The best decks are decks made to instantly stop combo or combo variants. Thunder Dragon combos, Guard Dragon Crusader combos, the new Dragon Spit combo. All these combos. We'll throw Rocket in there as combo. All these combo decks. Or, once again, on the other side, Guru Control. Oh yeah, we'll throw Pendulums in there as well. Guru Control. Altergeist, Mystic Mind, most notably. Like any deck that can main 3 Sewer Polys. Because the thing about these Dragon combos, the thing about these combo decks is, they burn through about 10 plus cards in the extra deck. And the minute you slap a Sewer Poly on board, you're going to do whatever you want. As long as you have a deck that can do that, that's not combo, you have a meta relevant deck. I really do feel that way. And I think if you can main 3 Sewer Polys and slap a starting Venom Fusion Dragon on your board by getting rid of their combo pieces, and with them having 3, 4, maybe even 5 cards if they're lucky in their extra deck still, you're probably going to win that game. And I think that's the meta we're currently in right now. But yeah, looking back at Heroes with Fusion Destiny, I do think Heroes can become meta relevance once heavy combo goes away. And then it'll be Control versus Heroes, and decks like that. Moving forward, guys, other cards that are hero cards are Master of Dark Lore, which is still high in value. $79 market price. Unlimited versions are about $90. And then you got Master of Dark Lore from Duel Saga. Ultra rare, naming positions is about $9, little higher than $8 market price. Oof. And then we have Carbogeddon, a card that's being speculative in Dragon combo and variants. Market price of Carbogeddon is roughly around $3. Looking at it, it's just about bought out on the market. One person has 17 of them listed for roughly around $5. After that, hit about 8s, and that's basically where they go for Carbogeddon. Once again, this is a heavy speculated card. You can play. We don't know if this card's gonna be good or not. It looks to be honest with you, not that good. But yeah, there it is on the market. Then we have Drone Lockbird, a card which has inflated value that doesn't belong to be that value. So Drone Lockbird from OTS Tournament Pack 8 Ultimate Rare is $51 in the price point. Well, we're looking at unlimited versions, it's about $59 to $60. Unfortunately, this is not real value. Drone Lockbird is going to go back down in value, and we're going to see it go back down in value, maybe even under the $50 price point. I always say Drone Lockbird definitely has great potential, and I always say Drone Lockbird definitely can be meta relevant. The minute it does, it's going to hit $70+ instantly. Instantly. You blink, you hit refresh, $70+ for Drone Lockbird the minute it's meta relevant. Well, it's not meta relevant right now. It actually is not. In fact, it might be meta relevant, but we don't know because we don't have a set list of these decks, of what's the top decks. And looking at combo decks, I don't think it really messes with combo decks that much. You let me know. But I will say Drone Lockbird has, once again, great potential, and it can be meta relevant. But right now, it's not. So I do think once Yu-Gi-Oh players that have bought the Ultimate Rare version of this card, they're going to realize the card's going to go down in value. They're going to realize people are getting rid of the Drone Lockbirds because they don't need it. And once they do, the value is going to tank on this card. And then it's going to stop, stabilize, and the minute this card doesn't show any kind of meta relevancy, it's going to spike instantly. So keep an eye on this card, because it's going to go down before it goes up. It's going to roller coaster ride it up. But right now, it's going to go down inevitably. Alright guys, so that's the market watch for the day, guys. I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. Please make sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Hit the like button, comment down below. I didn't do the comment question of the day, which is realistic. Well, the question of the day, I should say. Realistically, what are you playing in the meta for World Championship Celebration? I know last week I asked what are you playing, period, for TCG. But for World Championship Celebration, what are you playing? And if your store's not doing World Championship Celebration, why would you play anyway? Definitely comment down below. Love to know what you guys say. I read every single one of your comments. It's your boy V, and you paisanos. You paisanos have a good day.